Serebryansky Forest is one of the most attacked sections of the front by the Russians in the direction of Kreminna.
We're trying to move very fast because even guys right now staying close to defense constructions. This is the forest, but this forest almost all destroyed by Russian strikes and even aviation working here.
The first line of Ukrainian defense forces repels up to 5 Russian assaults every day here. The infantry cannot cope with this on its own. Therefore, even in the west, where the aerial reconnaissance always tries to lift drones into the sky.
The situation is difficult. What do you see? You are our eyes. We see everything. We see movement. There have been assaults recently. We helped fight them off. The situation is difficult. The weather is bad. Electromagnetic warfare is difficult to work with. There are a lot of them now.
The soldiers knew that the Russians rarely attack with armored equipment on this section of the front. They often attack in small groups.
The equipment rarely drives here because it gets hit. Now we have the opportunity to use both FPV drones and artillery. The equipment moves a little, but the infantry sometimes tries and makes attempts to move.
And such attempts are stopped by operators of combat and kamikaze drones every day.
Lately we have been destroying a lot of infantry's communication equipment, antennas and everything else.
Incapacitating enemy personnel even with minor wounds is already a good result, the defenders say. A combat drone does not fly to work on its own. At least 2 more drones are correcting its movement.
Mavic drone picks up a repeater, then transmits frequencies.
That is so as not to lose it?
Yes, so as not to lose the drone board and to improve communication.
Is it effective?
Yes.
Ukrainian soldiers know that in the current war, attack UAVs are one of the best weapons for deterrence of the enemy. Soldiers have learned to use disposable drones for multiple missions. Now, for example, a drone costing several $100 can cause multi-million-dollar damage to the enemy.
It happens that a drone comes back. Here's a combat drone. It dropped the projectile and returned home. And now it flies out again. If we are lucky, it might fly out 3 or 4 times more until it's decommissioned.
Soldiers independently assemble and maintain drones. They admit that volunteers are very helpful in providing them with such means of fighting the enemy.
Drone departure.
Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Alona Gramova, UATV News.